Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to plunge into a whole stack of sources and really pull out the most important insights and the really practical strategies just for you. So today we're tackling something that's, I think, really close to the hearts of so many educators. How do you turn that passion for teaching into, well, a profitable side hustle?
Yeah.
We know so many teachers pour everything into their classrooms, but, often feel a bit stuck finding extra income. Maybe they don't have formal business training or just guidance.
Right.
You've got this incredibly valuable expertise. The real question is, how do you unlock its earning potential?
Precisely. And that's really where this idea of edupreneurship comes in. We're talking about educators who are ambitious, willing to take some risks, empower others, and crucially earn money doing it.
Okay.
And our main source for this deep dive is the Edupreneurs Side Hustle Handbook. It's just packed with insights from actual educators who've, successfully done this.
So real stories.
Exactly. Real stories, real strategies. It's like a blueprint for anyone wanting to make a difference and maybe build some financial security too.
Okay, so our mission today isn't just to summarize. We want to pull out those Blinkist level takeaways, maybe some surprising facts, and really actionable advice from these edupreneurs who've paved the way. The goal is really to help you leverage your unique talents, move from just thinking about a side hustle to actually building it, getting started. Okay, let's unpack this. Why now? Why is edupreneurship so relevant today? I mean, there's this statistic in the book's preface. It's striking. 4 out of 5 teachers in the U.S. have a second job.
4 out of 5, yeah.
Yeah, 80%. And often it's totally outside education just to make ends meet. So what's missing? Why is this happening?
Well, it really highlights a critical gap, doesn't it?
Okay.
The handbook puts it bluntly. Teachers know curriculum, not cash cows. Classroom management, not customer metrics.
Right.
Educators are experts in teaching and child development. But traditional training, well, it rarely covers market analysis or, how to monetize skills.
So true.
Edupreneurship kind of bridges that. It lets teachers use the skills they already have, skills that are incredibly valuable, to create income. Instead of, like you said, taking some unrelated job that doesn't use their passion.
It's about recognizing the value that's already there.
Exactly.
Right.
Recognizing that inherent value.
And that's really the core message we want to bring out in this deep dive, isn't it? It's not necessarily about leaving the classroom.
Not at all.
It's about empowering you to find where your passion meets a market need and actually make money from the amazing expertise you already have. You're already solving problems every day.
They're just channeling that differently.
Right. Let's channel that. So these ideas get even more real when we look at the people who've actually done it. The handbook has some really powerful origin stories.
Yeah, they're quite inspiring.
They didn't start out as business gurus, right? They started like anyone, with an idea, maybe a need.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about Lisa Dunnigan and Tosha Wright, the Right Stuff chicks. They started designing teacher t-shirts. Where was it? In Lisa's dining room.
Just like that. Humble beginnings.
Totally. And like lots of startups, they hit hurdles right away. There was a grab bag sale disaster. Sounds messy, leaving them with inventory issues.
Oh, yeah. Inventory nightmares are classic.
And problems with screen printers keeping up. But they figured it out. They learned. They grew. And their why, their deep motivation, became really clear when they moved beyond just T-shirts to create these huge events like the Teacher Heart Out conferences.
That's a big leap.
It is. And part of that was inspired by Tosha's twin sister, Elise, and her battle with breast cancer. So the takeaway for you listening is maybe don't let those early bumps stop you. Find that deep personal why and let it push you from small ideas to, well, potentially big impact.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how those personal things, maybe needing money or that deep family connection, became the real engine for their business. It wasn't just about selling stuff.
It became a community, a movement.
It's exactly.
Finding your why.
Then there's Keisha Mitchell. Her story is incredibly moving, too. She talks about having a lot of self-doubt, always putting her dreams off with, maybe one day when I retire,
Common, that feeling.
Yeah. But then 2 things happened. Her daughter faced some really negative comments about her skin color, which was heartbreaking. And then her cousin, who was fighting stage 5E breast cancer, gave her this direct challenge. Don't wait until you've been diagnosed before you finally do what God has told you to do.
Oh, that's powerful.
Intense, right? And that just ignited something. She went on to create these amazing children's books. Brown Girl, What Do You See? Brown Boy, You Must Believe. And her podcast, Sweet Tea and Sunshine.
Incredible.
So for you, Keisha's story really shows how vulnerability, when you connect it with purpose, can unlock creativity and lead to things that really matter. Don't wait. Your vision might be exactly what someone needs right now. It really raises that question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What vision or passion are you putting off? Keisha's journey shows how personal pain, or maybe a sense of injustice, can be channeled into something much bigger, something purposeful, even a business. It's about just acting on it.
Yeah. Okay, then Casey Morris. Different angle, but just as powerful. She struggled with postpartum depression, feeling kind of stuck, complacent. Her big paradigm shift, as she calls it, came from just simple encouragement from her husband. That pushed her to develop this millionaire teacher mindset. Her first goal was actually help a million Marias, like a metaphor for reaching tons of students and teachers.
I like that. A concrete, if metaphorical, goal.
Right. And get this, she made $50 in her first month. Just $50.
Hey, that's a start.
Exactly. It proves every big thing starts small. The insight here is just don't underestimate simple encouragement or that internal shift, that first $50, that first small win. It can be the spark for something huge.
It's about momentum.
Totally. And lastly, Kristen Dunnigan. Her path to easy teaching tools is all about resilience. She got laid off, along with hundreds of other tenured teachers.
Ouch. That's tough.
Yeah. And she started by literally burning her teaching materials onto CDs for customers and mailing them out.
Wow, old school. Burning CDs.
Right. But her business totally changed when she found Teachers Pay Teachers, TPT. That platform was key. And it led to her big aha moment. The thing that you think others already know or already do, they most likely don't. They need your ideas.
That is such a crucial insight for educators.
Isn't it? The lesson for you is trust your expertise. Your solutions, even if they seem simple to you, are probably gold to someone else.
Yeah, if we connect these stories, it's clear they're not just about the money, right? It's educators finding solutions for other educators.
Here.
Real problems being solved, all driven by personal experience and wanting to help. That's powerful.
It really is. Okay, so these stories show what's possible. But how do you, listening right now, actually move from being inspired to, well, doing something? The handbook gets practical here, laying out the groundwork, mindset, and solid business foundations.
Crucial steps. Can't skip these.
Right. So Jen Jones emphasizes getting yourself established as a credible expert, which makes sense. She says you need to give freely, share valuable original content, maybe on a blog, before you even think about asking for a sale.
Build that trust first.
Exactly. And she makes a great point about blogs versus social media. Blogs have that lasting power with Google searches, unlike, hashtags that just fly by. But that sounds like a lot of upfront work, giving stuff away when you're already busy. Does the book address that?
Oh, absolutely. The idea is strategic generosity. It's essential, really. Your audience needs proof you know what you're talking about before they'll buy anything.
Right, the trust factor.
Yeah. And managing that initial time commitment often comes back to consistency, doing small bits regularly, which we'll touch on more with time management later. It's like planting seeds, They grow over time.
Okay, that makes sense. Plant seeds. So once you're sharing expertise, the next thing is your identity, your brand. Jen Jones gets really practical here. Choose a catchy name, obviously.
Step 1.
Then she says, check the TESIS, that's the Trademark Electronic Search System at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Make sure the name's available.
Yeah, the legal check. Important.
Then grab your blog domain, website name she suggests getting, the .com, .net, .org if you can, and set up a professional email address. Apparently that helps with things like getting a GIPHY account for branded gifts. Who knew?
Huh. The little things matter. But this raises a really key point. Investing in legal stuff like trademarking, which, might cost, say, $750 to $1,000 with fees and all, and just being consistent with your brand early on, it seems like an extra cost, but it can save you massive headaches later.
Protect your work.
Exactly. Protect your intellectual property, build something solid.
Okay. And Jen also talks about when your side hustle gets, legally real.
When does it become official?
She suggests thinking about an LLC, a limited liability company that helps keep your personal stuff separate from business risks, or maybe an S-corp for tax reasons. And she says, look into these, maybe hire an accountant when you start earning around, say, $20,000 to $30,000 a year.
That's a good benchmark. Things get serious then.
Yeah, that's the threshold. So, foundations are set. Now, Bryce Sizemore tackles the big one, the great balancing act. Time management.
The eternal struggle.
Totally. His top advice, set and prioritize goals using the Pareto principle. The 80-20 rule.
Ah, yes. 80% of results from 20% of effort.
Exactly.
And the implication there, it's really about being, ruthless with your efficiency. For you listening, the challenge is finding that vital 20% of your business goals and making sure they get your best time and energy first. That's where the impact is, especially when juggling teaching or other things.
Focus on what matters most. Bryce gives some great practical tips, too. First, block out what's already there. Your job, family time, exercise, whatever's non-negotiable.
You protect that time.
Yeah. Then look at the gaps and strategically plug in your baby steps for your business goals only in the time you actually have.
Realistic scheduling.
And his personal trick, waking up super early, like 4 per 3 or 5:00 a.m., gets uninterrupted work done when his mind's fresh. Maybe not for everyone, but...
Works for some.
Yeah.
The point is finding your best time. Another great technique he mentions is batching, grouping similar tasks together.
Oh, yeah, I like batching.
Right. Like answer all your emails twice a day only, or record a few podcast segments at once, or create maybe 3 or 4 products in one dedicated session.
More efficient.
Way more efficient. And the key insight here is really that consistency, even small amounts, beats those big sporadic bursts of effort every time. Just giving some time to your dream regularly, even a few hours a week, puts you way ahead of someone just, thinking about it.
Just keep showing up.
Exactly. Keep showing up.
Okay, foundation's built, time's managed, hopefully. Now, how do you get your stuff out there? Social media. Cynthia Frias, she's the social media guru in the book, calls it the new yellow pages.
Oh, that's a good analogy. It's where people find you now.
Totally. Her advice, start small. Pick 1 or 2 platforms, get good at them first.
Don't spread yourself too thin.
Right. Post consistently. She suggests maybe 1 to 3 times a day for Instagram, 3 times a week for Facebook, maybe even up to 10 times a day for Twitter because it moves so fast. And she repeats that 80-20 rule. 80% of your content should inform, educate, entertain. Only 20% should be direct selling.
Value first, promotion second. But this brings up something critical, especially for teachers. Student privacy.
Oh, absolutely crucial.
Cynthia's do's and don'ts are non-negotiable here. Always blur student faces in photos. Always. Know your district's FERPA policy, that's the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. Don't geotag your school location. And definitely have separate personal and professional accounts.
Gotta be so careful. Ethical practice online is paramount. Cynthia also talks about visuals being key. Tips for phone photography, use natural light, set up nice flat lays with props.
Make it look good.
Yeah, and she really emphasizes video is huge right now for engagement. Plus, using hashtags, strategically maybe up to 30 on Instagram, fewer on Facebook to categorize stuff and get found, and understanding algorithms, how they prioritize meaningful social interaction.
That's a whole science, really.
It is.
Yeah.
Then Michelle Ferre talks about monetizing through vlogging, like on YouTube with their partner program running ads. But she's honest, it's not always the biggest moneymaker for everyone.
Yeah, ad revenue can be pretty small, unless you have huge views. The real shift, she points out, is towards things like partnerships, sponsorships.
Right.
But Michelle stresses your audience, that loyal, engaged group, that's your most valuable asset. Any product you recommend, any sponsor you take on, it has to genuinely benefit them. Protecting that trust is everything.
That makes sense. Don't sell out your audience.
Never.
And ultimately, the best way to monetize is often promoting your own stuff, right? Merchandise, ebooks, downloads, coaching. Kristen Dunnigan did this really well, creating online courses teachers needed, using her own expertise directly.
That's often the most sustainable and profitable path, leveraging what you uniquely know.
Okay, this all sounds amazing, potentially life-changing. But let's be real, the journey has sacrifices, challenges. Michelle Ferre is really candid about giving up Friday nights to edit videos.
Yeah, the hidden hours.
She says vlogging became like another full-time job, that shiny online success. It often hides just countless hours of grind.
And the emotional side, the resilience you need, is huge. Michelle shared a story about getting a nasty comment about her eyebrows on a video she'd worked hours on.
Oh, that's rough.
It really shows you need thick skin,
Yeah.
Putting yourself out there means facing criticism. It's almost unavoidable. Learning to handle it is part of the deal.
Yeah, developing that resilience. Keisha Mitchell also mentioned the mommy and wifey guilt, juggling everything.
Oh, I bet. That's a big one for many entrepreneurs, especially moms.
But she found this amazing way to flip it. She involved her daughters in her work, showing them that owning yourself and recognizing what is uniquely special about yourself is also good parenting.
That's brilliant. Turning guilt into a teachable moment.
Yeah. Then Eric Crouch offers this fantastic framework for balance. It really stuck with me. Treat your business like a cousin, not a baby.
Oh. Explain that one.
Well, a baby needs constant, intense, 24/7 attention, right?
Right.
but a cousin.
Yeah.
You can be close, you can care, but there's distance, flexibility, boundaries.
I get it. That's a really profound way to put it.
Yeah.
Eric also mentions Brian Dyson's analogy, the rubber ball versus glass balls.
Yes. Tell us about that.
The idea is work is like a rubber ball. If you drop it, it'll probably bounce back. But family, health, friends, your spirit, those are like glass balls. If you drop them, they can shatter. So for you listening, it's about consciously deciding what's glass and what's rubber in your life. Prioritizing what absolutely cannot be replaced, making sure the hustle doesn't break the important things.
That puts things in perspective. Eric's advice is also super direct. Learn to say and no.
Essential skill.
Yeah. Not every opportunity is right. Not every customer is your customer. If someone can't respect your boundaries, like expecting an instant reply late at night, maybe they're not a good fit. And he warns against faking it till you make it. He says genuine effort, real purpose, that's what lasts, not just putting on a show.
Authenticity matters.
Yeah.
Which raises another big question, doesn't it? How do you personally define success? Is it just money, or does it include your well-being, your relationships, aligning your hustle with your values?
Deep stuff. And finally, as we wrap up, Cynthia Frias brings it back to community with collaboration over competition.
Love that mindset.
Believing that supporting other similar businesses actually lifts everyone up.
Yeah, Eric Crouch calls that the river people mentality. Instead of seeing success as a finite pie, where if I take a slice, there's less foring the fun. You see it as an abundant flowing river everyone can benefit from.
A rising tide lifts all boats.
Exactly. That fosters such a healthier, more supportive environment, especially among educators who tend to be naturally collaborative anyway.
Wow. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground today, seriously. From the why of entrepreneurship and those amazing origin stories
The foundation.
to the nuts and bolts, branding, time management, navigating social media, and then the really crucial stuff about sustainability, balance, boundaries.
The whole journey mapped out.
It really is. These educators have given us such a fantastic roadmap. It's definitely a journey, not just a quick sprint.
Absolutely. And our deep dive today, I think it really highlights that every single educator out there has valuable knowledge, valuable skills that can be monetized.
For sure.
But the journey, yeah, it takes passion, persistence, good planning, and maybe most importantly, that commitment to self-care and holding on to those crucial life boundaries we talked about.
So what does all this mean for you listening? You are already sitting on a goldmine of expertise and passion. The question isn't if you can do this.
No, not a yes.
It's what first step will you take? What's the first small thing you can do to start transforming that potential into a side hustle that really works for you and your community?
And maybe here's a final thought to leave you with, something to mull over. Think about those glass balls in your life: family, health, friends, spirit. Which ones are you prioritizing right now? And then how could intentionally focusing your entrepreneurial energy on your rubber ball business actually enrich both spheres? How can it help you create a life that feels truly balanced and fulfilling for you and the people you care about?